Good morning, everybody. This is Troy from TR Tech Tactical and Survival. And, of course, as I grab the camera, it's not as windy. It doesn't really show here. We have extreme brutal winds today, and it's mostly in gusts. It doesn't really show on camera how bad those trees are waving. It's funny. Anyway, we have a power outage today, and it's relatively dark in the tiny house. And although we have auxiliary power, this is a good opportunity for me to talk to you about disaster preparedness and having a plan for power outages and emergencies. Couple things that you definitely need on hand for emergency is some source of light. This is the SunJack LED light stick, which I love very much. I use a SunJack folding solar panel to charge this during the sunny periods, and then I have plenty of light for days on end with this. This thing holds quite a bit of power. And this was our only light this morning when we got up. Another thing you have to have on hand, of course, is water. We always keep jugs of water on hand, and I mean, that's just a standard thing here in the country. You can always lose power at any given time, and you've always got to be prepared that you may run out. Not very visible, but a source of heat that doesn't require power, such as our wood stove, is very convenient to have. And we always keep a pot of water on the wood stove, and I was fortunately able to bathe in comfort and convenience today with hot water. So that's nice to have. Always have a pot of hot water on the wood stove. Have an alternate source of heat that does not require power. It's very nice and cozy in here, although it's cold out and extremely windy. Now in the bathroom, you do not want to flush the toilet if you lose power. That is your only reserve water that you probably have in the house. So I have taped off the flusher handle so that nobody accidentally flushes the toilet and wastes the only reserve water we have. Generally, your house will hold enough water to flush your toilet about once, maybe once and a half, and then you're done. So we have pressure in the lines. I did brush my teeth this morning. Like I said, I bathed. And we have 2.5 gallons of drinking water, which for us will get us through 2 days of drinking. So that's one thing. Now, generally, when you lose power around here, it's for a day or less, and sometimes up to 2 to 3 days. So you've got to have enough. You have to know your area. You have to know what you need, and you have to have enough water on hand for emergency for that. Now, another thing you should have is a stockpile of foods that do not require cooking, which we do always have on hand. We get granola bars actually for about 10 to 25 cents a piece at the local store. Ours are actually mostly either all natural or organic. We have the Kind brand, we have Nature's Best, we have Cliff Bars, and we have some tropical fruit mix. This is all full of emergency snacks and breakfasts that don't require any method of cooking. Of course, there's canned foods and there's MREs, meals ready to eat, and stuff like that. And of course, no emergency provisions are complete without a way to make your coffee. I had my happy cup of coffee this morning without power. Water heated on the wood stove, poured through a 1-cup coffee filter, and Melanie and I both had a happy cup of coffee this morning. Very important for morale boosting, and just makes me happy. And of course, an emergency reserve battery pack for charging my cell phone, which is currently in my hand, but this is also from SunJack. I think it's how many watts? To 8,000 milliamp hour dual port USB charging pack, which should be fully charged. Keep your devices charged at all times for emergency purposes. So we are not without power, light, warmth, and food and water in our tiny house, although we are mostly off the grid in any given day. When you lose power, you lose the ability to have life as normal, such as bathing, flushing the toilets, and stuff like that. Our well is still powered by the grid for now, and our fridge is semi-powered by the grid. And at this time, it is not very pretty out, so there's no sunlight charging the battery banks. So therefore, we don't really have any power to use today at all in any way, shape, or form. So there's no backup grid power for our solar power today. And our solar power bank that I just set up recently is not yet charged. It's at 12.6 volts because the batteries were disconnected for a while. So what we're left with is backup and reserve power that I happen to have on hand. So there you go, guys. Just a few things that you should have on hand for emergency purposes for power outages, disaster, and survival. I hope this helps somebody, and please feel free to comment and share your ideas. Troy from TR Tech Tactical and Survival. Talk to you later.